what up, everybody? Welcome to Dancing with Bella. So, I'm not sure if y'all can tell, but I'm feeling a little tipsy right now. I drank a couple shots with my husband earlier. We drank some Appleton rum, and we got it from Jamaica several years ago. I really can't remember exactly when right now, but if y'all ever get the chance to go to Jamaica, y'all need to go. It's one of my favorite places to vacation at. But anyway, so I wanted to talk to you guys about something totally different from what my channel has been pretty much discussing, and I felt like this would be a really important topic, especially because I have a lot of female followers on my channel. So pretty much let me get straight to it. I'm going to be talking to you guys about this book. I'm not sure if y'all can read it, but it's called Why Men Love Bitches. And if y'all haven't read it, y'all really need to go read it right now. I'm going to post a link down in my description box so y'all can go check it out if you guys want to. But honestly, this book saved my life 9 years ago. 9 years ago, I got out of a really mentally abusive relationship, and it was just horrible. I gave up everything for this guy. I made sure he had everything. I pretty much cleaned after him. I gave him money. I pretty much put him first. And in return, all I got was disrespect. I got cheated on and I got mistreated. And I didn't understand why. I was blank and I was just depressed because I didn't understand what I was doing wrong. So after that relationship, I moved out of the state. I went back to California, and one of those days I just decided, you know what? I can't be like this anymore. I have to get out of this funk and get my life back together. So I made my way to Barnes and Nobles. If y'all don't know, I do believe in the law of attraction. And if y'all don't know what that is, I will explain it in another video. But basically, I felt like this book came straight to me because of the situation I was in. It was attracted to me, and right off the bat, I had to read this book. And I'm so thankful I did, because once I finished reading this book, I just understood everything I had done wrong in the relationship and why it pretty much became what it was. So basically, what this book is about learning how to have self-love for yourself, how to become a stronger woman and more independent. The author of this book is Sherry Argov. I'm not sure if I said that right, but pretty much, again, the book is called Why Men Love Bitches. But the way Sherry Argov describes a bitch isn't the way that we normally would consider a bitch. So I'm going to read to you guys what she defines as a bitch. She defines a bitch as a noun: a woman who won't bang her head against the wall obsessing over someone else's opinion, be it a man or anyone else in her life. She understands that if someone does not approve of her, it's just one person's opinion. Therefore, it's not of any real importance. She doesn't try to live up to anyone else's standards, only her own. Because of this, she relates to a man very differently. So as y'all can tell, she's not using the word bitch as a derogatory or offensive word. She's not trying to demean anybody. She's pretty much basically saying that a bitch is a strong, independent woman who has self-respect for herself. And oh my god, this book is super funny. Sherry Argov pretty much uses some funny and hilarious examples. She also brings up different quotes from guys who were able to pretty much, she interviewed men who ended up being in this book, and she gives her own examples of how to build a relationship without having to give yourself up completely. And the whole thing is basically teaching you how to hold your own in a relationship. So if you're a nice girl and you do everything for this guy and you have always been wondering, why isn't this guy treating me good? Why isn't he um respecting me the way I'm respecting him? Why am I not getting anything out of this relationship? Well, then, girl, you better read this book because there might be some stuff that you're missing. Back in the day, I was a nice girl. I would be there, right there, sitting by the phone, waiting for this guy to call me, waiting for this guy to text me. And I wouldn't even let the phone ring even once. I would pick up the phone real quick, make sure everything was all right. And according to this book, that's not the best thing to do. She gives an example about a man who is a hunter. If the guy goes out and hunts for a deer, he's gonna feel so happy and so excited. He's gonna go tell everybody in the world that he hunted this deer and he wants to show it off to the world. But in reverse, she also tells the story about a man who, again, is a hunter, but yet somebody else goes and delivers the deer in front of their house, basically without having to do any work. So I don't know if this makes sense, but basically what she says is, which one do you think the guy will appreciate more? Him going out himself and hunting the deer, or somebody dropping off the deer in his house? And again, I'm a little tipsy, so I'm not sure if y'all can pretty much relate to this, but as y'all can tell, a guy's gonna feel happier if he goes out himself and pursues the deer rather than having the deer just fall off in the front step of his house. Same way with another example. She pretty much says, like a little kid. Imagine yourself maybe 5, 6, 7 years old, and you save all your money to buy a certain toy, and you take months saving up for that toy, and all of a sudden you have enough and you go buy that toy. Oh my god, you're gonna feel super excited, and you're gonna feel like you put so much work into that toy. But yet again, she gives another example. What if that same boy had the same toy given to him during Christmas? He's going to open up that present, look at it, and then pretty much feel excited for a minute and then never see that toy again, because obviously he put more work into saving for that toy rather than have it give it to him. So basically, I know I'm slurring a lot. I guess I am a little tipsy still. But anyways, the whole purpose of this story is basically saying that a guy feels more of a man, or he feels more into the woman when he has to pursue her rather than when a girl gives everything to him right off the bat. And I made so many mistakes with that. I did so many things for men that they didn't deserve it, because obviously I was putting myself out there without having anything in return. So obviously at that moment in time, I had no self-respect whatsoever. And people would tell me, you know what, just be yourself, be yourself. And I felt like I was being myself, and I didn't understand why these men were just rejecting me. And then it clicked right after I read this book. It's like, okay, I understand now. I was just giving way too much fast, and that's just, the guys thought, they could get anything and everything out of me when they didn't have to do any work. So, I mean, I can go on and on about this book, but I'm going to tell you guys that this book is just a relationship Bible. And if it's not a relationship Bible, it will just help you guys learn how to have love for yourself and respect yourself. And I mean, it's pretty much good for anybody who is willing to pretty much be open-minded. And I've heard a lot of different reviews about this. Some girls didn't like it. They felt like there was a lot of sexism going on. But if you're not too picky, I do hope you guys pick this book up, because like it did to me, I feel like it will do a lot for all these girls, women out there who don't know how to keep a relationship. Obviously, back then I felt like I had everything figured out, but I didn't. And everything in this book seems like common sense, but it's really not that common, because the behavior that women give out is pretty much very similar to what the stories are said in here. And I can relate to this because after I finished reading this book, I decided to try it on my now husband, and I've told him that I felt like this book had a lot to do with our relationship, but he says that it didn't, because he was going to love me regardless. But all in all, I feel like this book had everything to do with our relationship. So if y'all don't believe me, y'all need to go read it right now. Um, another point to this book is pretty much don't chase a man. Um, always try to hold your own in a relationship. Don't give everything up of your life or of yourself to a man. Let there be some um I'm sorry guys. This liquor is going hard right now. Oh shit. Anyways, again, don't chase a man, try to hold your own, have self-respect for yourself, and love yourself. It's all about receiving respect as well. Just because you're giving someone else respect does not mean that they're going to give you respect. So the person who doesn't give you respect means that person does not deserve your respect. I don't know if any of this is making sense, but I'm like, honestly, I don't even know how to explain this book, because I'm gonna, like, honestly, I feel like you guys have to read it yourself to figure out what you guys think of this book. So if y'all get this book, make sure to read it completely. And if y'all have any comments on this book, make sure to write them down, because I want to know what you guys feel and what you guys got out of this book. And if it doesn't help you guys, then I don't know what else will, but it's pretty similar to Think Like a Man. I've never read that book, but I felt like the movie had related somewhat to this book as well. Um, what's that other book? Men Are From Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, something like that. I don't know, but I feel like those books are very similar to this book, but this one is the one that really caught my eye and really made a life-changing experience for me. So again, go read this book and let me know what you guys think. Let me know. And I'm not telling you guys to read it because I read it. I want you guys to read it because I want to know what you guys have to say about this book. I want to know if it helps you guys. And I want every woman in this world to hold their own and learn to be independent and not depend on a man. We depend so much on men that sometimes we forget who we are. And just because we're in a relationship doesn't mean that we have to give up parts of ourselves. We can still be ourselves and be in a relationship. So that's all I have to say for this book and for this video. I'm fixing to get ready to go to bed. My husband's probably sleeping already, but I'm gonna go catch up to him. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will try to make more stripper tip videos here sooner than later. I just really wanted to get this book out there because, like I said, I went through this, and I don't want you guys wasting any more time on fuck boys. I know that's probably what you guys call them nowadays, but um, I want you guys to have good relationships. I want y'all to be able to love and to enjoy your lives with anybody. Somebody who clicks with you and who relates to you, rather than somebody who just wants to mistreat you and cheat on you. So, again, I feel like anyone and everyone has a partner out there waiting for them. It's just sometimes we have to do the changing and be ready for that relationship to happen. Um, I really thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I will post a link down in the description box if y'all want to go check out this book. And again, I want to hear what you guys have to say about this book. I want to hear all the comments, all the opinions, and I just want to make sure that I change some lives out there. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and if y'all want to go check out my Snapchat and Instagram, I will post it down somewhere in my description box as well. And yeah, I will see y'all in my next video.